just 208 seconds after takeoff. A passenger plane carrying 155 people suddenly lost both of its engines. The aircraft was falling rapidly. There was no airport nearby, and everyone on board believed they were about to die. But in those terrifying moments, one pilot made a decision that would become one of the greatest acts of courage in aviation history. This is the incredible true story of the miracle on the Hudson. Hello and welcome to GS Untold Lives. I'm Ethan Carter, and today I'll be telling you one of the most unbelievable survival stories ever recorded. It was January 15th, 2009. U.S. Airways Flight 1549 prepared for what was supposed to be a routine journey from New York City's LaGuardia Airport to Charlotte, North Carolina. There were 150 passengers and 5 crew members on board. The captain was Chesley Sullenberger, a pilot with more than 40 years of flying experience. Beside him sat First Officer Jeffrey Skiles. Neither of them knew they were about to face a situation that had never happened before. At exactly 3:25 p.m., the Airbus A320 lifted off smoothly. Passengers settled into their seats. Some looked out of the windows, others read books, while a few closed their eyes to relax. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Just 2 minutes after takeoff, the aircraft flew directly into a massive flock of Canada geese. The impact was devastating. Within seconds, both engines lost power. The cockpit suddenly became silent. No pilot ever wants to hear the sound of 2 engines failing at the same time. Flight 1549 had become a powerless glider. Captain Sully had only seconds to make the biggest decision of his life. Air traffic control instructed him to return to LaGuardia Airport. Another airport in New Jersey was also suggested, but Sully quickly realized the aircraft didn't have enough altitude. Trying to return could cost every life on board. There was only one option left: the Hudson River. Air traffic control offered one final chance: return to LaGuardia Airport or divert to another airport in New Jersey. Captain Sully looked ahead, then made a decision that would change aviation history forever. He calmly spoke into the radio. "We're going to be in the Hudson." Inside the cabin, flight attendants shouted, "Brace for impact! Brace! Brace! Heads down! Stay down!" Fear spread across the aircraft. Some passengers prayed silently. Others held the hands of complete strangers. Many believed these were the final moments of their lives. At nearly 150 miles per hour, Captain Sully carefully guided the powerless aircraft toward the freezing Hudson River. Every second mattered. Every movement had to be perfect. Then, at exactly 3:31 p.m., the Airbus touched the surface of the river. Instead of breaking apart, the aircraft skimmed smoothly across the water. Finally, it came to a complete stop. Against all odds, everyone had survived the landing. But the nightmare wasn't over. Freezing water quickly began filling the aircraft. Passengers rushed toward the emergency exits. Some climbed onto the wings. Others waited patiently, hoping rescuers would arrive in time. Within minutes, rescue ferries, police boats, and emergency crews rushed toward the aircraft. One by one, every passenger was pulled to safety. Against all expectations, not a single life was lost. Within just a few minutes, every single passenger and every crew member had been rescued safely. Against all odds, all 155 people survived. The world couldn't believe it. News channels called it the miracle on the Hudson. It became one of the greatest survival stories in aviation history. Captain Sully was called a hero around the world. All 155 people survived. The world called it the miracle on the Hudson. Like, subscribe, GS Untold Lives.